Alright, Shalom. We want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the hopeful elect that's pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Now, we just wanted to get into a lesson, because, the brothers, we did a lesson on prayer, on the power of prayer. Now, we want to get into a lesson on, hide us from the secret counsel of the wicked, because, hey, that's what we praying for. We praying for the downfall of this place, but we also praying for the protection, and in this lesson, we just going to get on to what do we want to be protected from, So without further ado, we're going to start from Psalm 64. If you can get that.
Psalm 64:2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
Bows, yeah.
It says, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Then they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
What verse is that?
That's 4.
Keep going.
They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Right. Now, the beginning of that verse, read verse 2 again.
It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Right. Now, the secret counsel of the wicked is the elites, man. Because what? We don't have no representatives at the UN, to represent our people, So the secret counsels of the wicked is not what we see up front, not what we see on the news, not what our presidents tell us, man. It's what they doing in secret, man, at their secret meetings. The Bilderberg meetings, man. The UN. What are the secret councils, man? The secret councils is what? What they planning for this new world order. And one of them things of the new world order is to eliminate our people. You see? They want to commit genocide on our people, and they got programs that they set up to do that. Such as what? Planned Parenthood, which was called the Negro Project. Well, if you don't go into the history, you're not going to know these things. They want to... Go ahead, bro.
Another thing is the vaccines. Bill Gates talked about.
Right.
That's like his favorite project that he got going on is the vaccine. And who take these vaccines? The lower level people.
Right.
The working people.
Right, because what? They got this thing with the New World Order where they want to reduce the Earth's population. So it's 7 billion people on Earth. And these devils, they want to reduce the Earth's population to 500,000. And then, or 500 million if I'm not mistaken. It's one or the other. Now, they got these things, like they put them out in this, I believe it's in Atlanta. And they put it out like it's the 10 Commandments or whatever, man. They think they the most high. So that's why they got these things, climate change, man. You got this little scientist, this paraplegic, this guy who can't even move, talking about the earth don't have but more than 1,000 years left for us to inhabit the earth, man. And that's why they talk about they searching on Mars so they can go somewhere, but they really know they ain't going nowhere. It's all about their plans, man. But the Georgia Guidestones, it said that they want to reduce the Earth's population, the 500 million. Now, when you do the math on that, if it's 7 billion people on the Earth, that means they want to eliminate at least 13 out of 14 people. So that means what? A lot of death, man. Being spearheaded by the leaders of this earth, man. The rulers of this earth, I should say. And they're going to usher them with this chip, man. Which is the mark of the beast. That's the end game. Of their new world order. Okay? And I mentioned what? They want to commit genocide on us, man. So I'm going to get this scripture. This is Exodus. This is Exodus 1. This is Exodus 1 verse 10. Well, I'm going to start from verse 8. I'm going to start from verse 9. It says, "And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them. Let us multiply. Salah. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when they are falleth out of any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramis." Now, they basically, we know that America is spiritually Egypt, man, and and it's the same around the whole globe when it comes down to our people, man. These curses, man, because this so-called white man is over us, and our people like to say that they not slaves, but they dealing subtly with you, man. They dealing wisely with you, like the snake. You see, they're not doing it outright like they used to do, But now you starting to see that they hate us, man. But you know what? Even with the adoption agencies, man, that's a form of genocide. Because what they taking your child, you look at the adoption stuff, and mostly it's geared towards our people, man. That our people are unfit parents, man, because of the society that they put us in. So what, they take our kids and put them into the system, and then they adopt them into their culture, man. Assimilation, man. They did that to us, and they did it to the northern tribes, man. You see? That's a part of the subtlety, man. He mentioned vaccines, man. It's a lot of stuff that they doing to commit genocide, man. They put us in projects. You see? They put us in projects and put us in certain jobs, man. Certain schools. And then what we have, we don't have, like where we live at, we used to live in so-called, we're going to call it Columbia or whatever. A nice little spot, where we had good stores, man. But then you go to like the city, towards the city, and you can't find these type of stores. You can't find the organic markets, man. You see?
Yeah, and I'll say this. They actually starting to put those stores into the cities because they're gentrifying the cities. Now, it's like our people were lab rats. All right, let's see how they survive around here. We're gonna take it from them, and we're gonna move them out and bring our people in there when we get it all situated, And now they bring in the nice stores and stuff, so the people will have healthy food to eat. But our people got to be gone first.
Right.
Gentrification.
Yeah, and that's nothing new, man. This goes back years and years, man. So if you're not learning your history, you don't understand what's going on. You can live right by them, and they put up a wall, and then their property value increases, man. Because they put up a wall against our people, man. A fence.
Yeah. Yeah. And knowing that is a part of the way of the Lord. If He's dealing with you, He's hiding you from the secret counsels. How do you? Let me get a scripture, if I may, real quick. Proverbs 1:4. It says, "Give subtlety," like the brother was just talking about subtlety. Give subtlety to the simple. You give that to the simple. It says, but to the young man, knowledge and discretion. We knowledge is helping us understand these things of the secret counsel. And then it says to the young man, discretion is teaching us how to, be discreet about what we know. We knowing when to say things and when not, knowing how to go through things, and be discreet about it. Be secretive about it. When shit hit the fan, what it say? Knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of our time. because we're going to have that knowledge and the wisdom, you know, and we're going to be very discreet, you know, and that's given to us by the Lord.
Right.
You know, it says, 1 Corinthians, real quick, 1 Corinthians, it says, 1 Corinthians, where is it at? 2 and 11.
Oh, let me get that. Yeah.
It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We're not fooled by this, you know, because of the knowledge that the Lord gave us.
That's right.
You know?
Right. Hey, because basically right now in our everyday walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you know, we asking for the light, man. We desiring wisdom, man. We asking for the Lord to instruct us, man, so we don't fall into the snares of this devil, man. You see, they got us in their little system, man, where they got these cops, or whatever. You know, we paying for our own oppression, man.
Yeah.
If you went out and voting, you voting for your own oppression. You know, but we not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We not concerned with the stuff of this world, man. So, you know, right now we asking for the Lord to just give us that wisdom so we can navigate throughout this world. But what? Also, we asking for him to speed up the times so when stuff get real, hey, can you protect us from these things, man? Because we know that it's going to get real bad, you know? Hey, because look, man, we go back to the Georgia Guidestones for a second. They want to wipe out 93% of the population, man. And you read the book, Behold the Pale Horse, and it talks about blacks and Latinos, man. It talks about our people. You know, they label us as useless eaters, man. That means that we just taking up space. That means that they don't need us anymore. If you watching and you looking things up, they replacing all your jobs with robots, man.
Yeah, especially
you know?
retail.
And guess who the number one target is, man? You men of the tribes, man. Because you carry the seed.
Yeah. If I may, real quick, you can see how they use our women against us. You know, because they putting our women over us. They got the nice jobs. You know, hey man, they may just be fucking their way up to the top. But you know, the nigga woman, that's how you know it's a curse. You know, where it says children should be the oppressors and women should rule over them. That's another thing that hey, and to the black woman, he don't fuck with you neither, man. He's just using you to get us down. That's it.
Yeah, because the scriptures say you must first bind the strong man, then you can spoil his house, man. Yeah. And how did he bind us, man? He used you like he did with Eve, man.
Yep.
And you been tricked with the same stuff all over again. You know? And your pride won't let you
Right. But with all that, we understand how weak and vulnerable we are. That's why we're asking. That's what the video is about. For him to hide us from the secret council, you know, protect us. You know? Yeah,
because we basically powerless, man.
Yeah.
You know, we subject to this man's taxes, man. Hey, the brother was going into, child support, man? Or even if they just call the cops on you for anything. You know?
Yeah, you don't even have to be there.
Get more in the picture, huh? Okay. Good.
You don't even have to be there if she called the police on you. She say you hit her, she say you destroyed her house, or whatever the case may be, and she could just say, well, he did it.
Right.
You know, you don't have to be there. It's a warrant out for your arrest.
Yeah, you don't get to tell your side of the story, because this place is not about justice. This place is about destroying our people, man.
Yeah, you got to figure out a way to bail yourself out over something you may not even been there to do. You know, that shows how you're not proven, what they say, innocent until proven guilty. That's bullshit.
Hey, man.
You know?
But a part of this man's secret counsels, man, and one of the main things is him not teaching us who we are, man. You know? And here they destroyed us, and they still not telling us who we is because they don't want us to be in tune with our power, man. You know, that's one of the main things. Then what? It's on the agenda of the New World Order. The things that get to the New World Order, they need order out of chaos. So what? They need race wars, man. They're going to release biological weapons. And we watched the movie, what was that show called?
Colony.
Colony. We watched Colony. We watched,
the
The other one with the biological containment, man.
Yeah.
Where it was the government that released the biological weapons, talking about something and they try to make it seem like it's good for them. Oh, terrorists might use that on us, so we need to know how to fight it. But you gonna use your own people as test subjects, man.
Lab rats.
And guess who they gonna go to? They gonna go to the hood, man. Like they always do, man. It's a project.
Yeah, and to get the nation of Israel, they willing to take out some lower level Edomites. You know?
Yeah, because they don't even care about their own people. But you look it up, Tuskegee experiment, man. You know, they giving our kids vaccines, as the brother mentioned, man.
Ebola. They went out. Where was that at in Africa?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
But listen, man, and then see what they doing is they stirring up all these protests, and then they making you give up and then they having these terrorist attacks, so you can give up your rights, but not knowing that when you give up your rights, they can label you as a terrorist because that's a very broad term, and then it's all gonna point back to our people, man. Because get John 3:12. We're gonna get some scriptures, man. We don't want to go too long on this topic, but I'm going to try to hit some points.
John 3:12, it says, "If I had told you earthly things and you believe not, how shall you believe if I tell you of heavenly things?"
Right, because we telling you that this thing is all spiritual, man, and it goes back into the birthright. Like these devils, these so-called white man, these Edomites, they hate us, man. And you thinking they love you, man. And they set things up like Planned Parenthood, where they try to act like, well, you know, you can't raise the child, so we're going to help you get rid of them. You know? But that's a human sacrifice. That's against the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But then everything they do is meant to destroy you, man. It was a saying, trust not a Greek bearing gifts, man.
Right.
And, you know, and that's when wickedness increased, man. That Trojan horse, man. You can't accept no gifts from them, man. You got to know who your enemy is, and this is what we telling you, man.
Right. And it's the same. The first step is the Planned Parenthood. But if say you do get the baby, you do have a baby, they say, look, we got all these programs and things out here to help you. But, oh, yeah, it's a catch. Your man can't be there. But don't worry, we're going to make sure he help you because we're going to force child support. And if he can't pay child support, here's the hypocritical part, we're going to lock him up. Well, now he really can't take care of his child. So it's not about the child, it's about you.
Yeah, you lock him up with murderers, man.
Yeah.
You know, they try to give him felonies so he can't. They talk about it's a rehabilitation center. You know, because, hey, this is a prison for us, man. These bodies is a prison, man, and the Most High is refining us. But with their rehabilitation center, it doesn't refine you, man, because when you come back into society, they make it hard for you to even navigate. You can't get a job, man. So basically, you become a repeat offender, man. You see? Go ahead, you got something?
Jeremiah.
Yeah, I was going to get that. Go ahead, 31?
Yeah. Jeremiah 31:35. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh, which giveth the sun for light by day, and the ordinance of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divided the sea when the waters thereof roar. Yahweh of hosts is his name."
Where you at?
It's verse 36. "If those ordinances depart from me, saith Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus saith Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, saith Yahweh."
Right. So basically, this so-called white man, Esau, the Edomites, they're the accuser of our brethren, man. So they make us go off against the Heavenly Father, man. And they think that by them accusing us to the Heavenly Father, that he's going to cast us off, man. And he said what? He hit him with a rhetorical, he wasn't, you know, something that can't be done. He said, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundations of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off the seed of Israel from off for all that they have done, saith Yahweh. You know, and that's why you see them searching out the heavens, man. They searching out outer space. You know, they got these submarines. They trying to search the bottom of the earth. But if we tell you these things that they in the scriptures, and you don't really understand why they're doing them out here, and you think it's just for the advancement of mankind, man, for technology, which just means the study of skill, if I'm not mistaken, you know, like technicians, you know, they have a specific skill, you know, a technique, you see. But if you thinking they just doing something to help the world, but they really going against the Heavenly Father, man. Don't you know that these devils tried to nuke the moon in the 1950s? They say that it was because that they want to that the Soviets was running the basically space race, so they was going to nuke the moon so they wouldn't get there before them, which we know they couldn't get to the moon in the first place, man. Mm-hmm. You see, this is the mind of this devil that we dealing with, man. You see? So they want to basically eliminate our seed, man. And when we tell you these things and they come from the scriptures, you don't want to believe it, man. If we can't show you from the things that's in this earth, how are we going to go into the scriptures and try to explain it, man? You know? But yeah, go to, I'm going to get Revelation 12:12 for you. This is Revelation 12, verse 12. It says, Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Yeah, that's the fury of the devil. You know, he's going to come down with great wrath because he know. It's what the scripture said. You know, you can break it down.
Hey, like he said, you know, he knows that he have a short time, man. You know? He tried to search out all that stuff, man. And it's not working. He tried for years to destroy our people, man, but it's not working, man. And he see the men of the Lord raised up, man. So what? He knows it's time to turn it up a notch. What you see with this man Trump in the office, man. You know, it's time to turn it up a notch. So the times is about to get real for our people, man. We praying to the Lord to protect us from that, man.
Yeah, because it's a lot.
Go ahead.
It says, woe. Yeah, it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, you know, because destruction, this devil's going to bring destruction, you know. He's going to try to get rid of everybody. If he can't get it, he don't want nobody to get it.
Exactly.
You know, so he's going to try to bring destruction to everyone. But we know, according to the scriptures, that it's going to be an elect, and the 1/3, which is the elect as well, is going to be saved. You know, and we praying that he hide us from that. You know, he hide us from the secret counsels and the plot and plan. You know, of this wicked devil. You know.
Right, because ultimately we know the Most High is in control, man.
Yeah.
And he gave this devil free reign. But we know he ain't going to be able to touch the Lord's anointed, man, if the Lord don't say so.
Right, because this devil, he know the prophecies too. And even though he's the main part of fulfilling these prophecies, once it happens, he's like, shit, here it comes. Oh, man, it's coming. It's coming. I got to do something. You know? So he see that he has a short time, so he's going to start pushing the ante too. He's going to start killing more of you niggas. He's going to start doing a lot of things. You know, he's going to start poisoning the food more. You know, he's going to start doing a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, scripture say this, man. Mark 13, verse 19, it says, For in those days shall be affliction, such as was not from the beginning of the creation which the Most High created unto this time, neither shall be. And except that the Lord has shortened those days, no flesh should be saved. But for the elect's sake, whom he have chosen, he have shortened the days, man. Because this devil got some plans up his sleeves, man. To where it's going to be a time as such as never before seen. You know? But for the elect's sake, them days should be shortened. So obviously this devil is going to do some stuff to eliminate a lot of people, man. Otherwise there will be no flesh to be saved. We already eating our food defiled with GMOs. You know? This devil already polluting the earth. The air, which they say is the only one with H2O, where it's inhabitable. Why would you try to destroy that if that's what you really believe? You know? Because we dealing with a madman, a mad scientist, a lunatic, and he's angry. He's a little kid that's scorned. You know? This is who we dealing with. And we in the flesh, man. We need a supernatural being to protect us, man. And that's all the Heavenly Father asks for us to trust Him, man. So we just ask that we are written in that book of life, man. That we are the elect, man. You know?
Okay. Precept. Proverbs 22:3, it says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." I'm going to read it again. Proverbs 22:3, it says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil." So, let me get that word prudent. That's what I was trying to do. The word prudent means, I click on the right one? Yeah. Subtle, shrewd, crafty, sensible, you know. It says he foreseeth the evil.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
A smart man foresee the evil, man.
Yeah, basically a man that's acting or showing care towards future things, man. That got foresight, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he gonna see what's coming down, and he's gonna try to hide himself, man. You know, and which one of the main things we're gonna hide ourselves in is the name of the Lord, man. You know, because we know that He's our protection. This is Hebrews 11, verse 7. It says, "By faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen as of yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of righteousness, which is by faith." Right, because we tell you these things, man, and you don't believe these things. But through faith we believe these things, because we see these things, and then we apply them to the scriptures, and we believe it. So we're going to hide ourselves the best way we know how. Doing what we're doing now. You know? Showing ourselves approved, man. Putting our body as a living sacrifice so that the Most High can protect us in those days. You know? Because what? Noah said being warned of things not seen as of yet, man. We don't see these things. You know? But that's our hope. We got that hope, man. We got that faith. Hey, because we believe, hey, the nuclear missiles, man, that's a part of these devil's plans, man. They say they should not sleep except they do wickedness, man. That's why I said they encourage themselves in an evil manner.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff they did to Jake, and they still be like, stop whining to us, man.
Yeah, slavery was years ago. You need to forget it.
Yeah, you watch the documentary Hate Rising, and the Edomite said, well, the dude said to the Edomite, he said, well, if that's the case, then you guys are aliens. He said, but there's the difference. We killed all off the people who had a problem with it. You see? These motherfuckers is the devil and they know it, man. You dealing with this type of people. And when stuff get real, they're going to go back into their own kind. And all you jakes, man, that don't understand that, you're going to be destroyed. All right? You know?
That's right.
You know, because we entering into the beginning of sorrows, man. Where it's going to be great death, man. You know? you know, we entering in Jacob's trouble, man. You know, but we're going to close it on Isaiah 26 and 20, man.
Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy door about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. Until the indignation.
Right, read it again.
Come. Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy door about thee.
Right, just like in the time of Exodus, man, when you wrote the blood over the doorpost, man, you go into your house and you let all the evils overpass you, man. You go into your own bed chambers, man, until the evils pass you, man. And we hoping what? That we can get into those chariots, man. So when the real stuff get that up leading into that, the Heavenly Father can hide us, man. Mm-hmm. But then when the missiles come, that the chariots can take us, and we get hit by those things, man. Mm-hmm. And we see all the stuff happening, but we not a part of it. We hope that our name is not blotted out of the book of life, man. Keep going.
Come. It says, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed.
Right, as it was for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed, man. Because ultimately, this indignation is coming from the Lord, man. You see? You know? You go into Exodus, it says, you know, the sinners, man, he going to destroy, man. You know? Because ultimately, this thing is about Jacob and Esau, but Esau is just a whipping stick. This thing is about, as I said before, man, this thing is about the 1/3 and the 2/3, man. The faithful and the rebellious Israelites, man. And we just hoping that the Heavenly Father can keep our mind to where it's supposed to be. And he take not his spirit away from us, man. You know? And we can be protected. As the brother said, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. So we desire wisdom, man. You know? That's pretty much the point, man. We could have went into some more stuff, man. The beginning of sorrows, man. The wars, man. You know? But Lord willing, brothers got the gist of it, man. Lord willing, brothers were edified. You know? Because we're in some very serious times, man. There's no time to be playing around about this thing, man. We're at the end of this thing.
Yeah, and I say the closer we get to Jacob's trouble, which is right around the corner, the more of the flock that's gonna come in. You know, it's gonna stop coming in by ones and twos. It's gonna start coming in by 5s and 10s and 10s and 20s, 30s and 40s. You know,
right. And hey, the scripture says this man is wiser than Daniel. Don't think that he's not surveilling you, man. Mm-hmm. You know, he don't know your weaknesses.
Right. So for the flock that's coming in, you know, you gotta be aware.
Hey, and for brothers too, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, make sure you examine yourself that you ready to take on these things, man.
Yeah. Know what you in. Know what you doing.
Yeah. Count the cost, man. Because at the end of the day, what? Fear not him that can kill the body, but fear him that can kill both the body and the soul in hell, man.
Yeah.
You know? But with that, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the hopeful elect, you know, that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. And the rest of the elect, man. You know, the rest of the 1/3 that's just listening and learning, man. You know, that's preparing themselves. But that, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.